Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike here, taking a look at the DRF race of the day for Friday, July the 19th. It's race number 3 at Saratoga. Let's throw up the field for the Curlin. It's a restricted stake for 3-year-olds, which have not won a graded race at a mile or over in 2024. This race potentially, Mike, could provide a horse or two for the Travers. Unmatched Wisdom 4-5 on the morning line for Chad Brown is 2 for 2, but he's no slam dunk in here.
He's not. He's 4-5 on the morning line. His first 2 starts, we've only seen him twice. First 2 starts, really good. Nothing to complain about. He's got the figures. He's got a great post here, and he's also got speed. This is a way tougher race than the last one, though.
He has won at a mile and an eighth around 2 turns at Belmont at the Big A. And Mike makes a very good point about this horse's early speed. We throw up the Timeform US pace projector, and in a short field, when you have speed and are able to get to the lead in a Timeform US pace projector that favors front runners, that makes Unmatched Wisdom even tougher. I don't think the 4 Timeout, though, has to be so far off the pace. And I wonder if the 3 Catire Vizcaya can get closer to the 1 early.
It seems like the 3 is maybe the key to the pace here, Dan. He's a long shot in this race. Maybe they'll just decide to get aggressive here and take their chances at a big price. He has shown speed in his last couple of starts.
The only prior stakes winner in the field, the number 2 Corporate Power. Note the LP flag over his chiclet. That means he has the fastest Timeform US late pace rating. We're going to kick things off with Unmatched Wisdom. Mike was absolutely right. His first 2 starts, very visually impressive for trainer Chad Brown, including this first level allowance, going a mile and an eighth. Now he's 1-5 in here, and he's supposed to win. He utilized his good tactical speed to sit right off of the leader, and when he makes the lead, he's on his way, and you have to like the way he finished it off, the final eighth of a mile. 2 very strong buyers thus far, 98, 93.
It's been really good in his first 2 starts. This is the easiest kind of win, Dan. I'm not going to knock this horse. I'm just going to say he's 4-5, and he's 4-5 in the Curlin on Friday. The field that he's beating in that video we're watching right there, that's not a good field. There are a bunch of claiming horses behind him. This is a way tougher spot, but who knows, man? Maybe none of that matters. This horse can run.
Corporate Power has really put it all together since trainer Shud McGahee stretched him out in distance. 2 wins and a close second, including this victory in the Sir Barton Stakes, a restricted race on Preakness Day. Corporate Power tried really hard in here, Mike. He's going to be he still has a lot of work to do with the 3/16ths, but he grinds these horses down on a track where closers might not have been at their best.
Yeah, he was wide around the track in this race, too. It's interesting when you watch the full replay, too, because he made an early move. He was right with the leaders around the final turn. Then he dropped back. It looked like in mid-stretch he was maybe going to get nothing, and he was resurgent at the end of the race. I liked that win for him. He was very, very game in there. I'm struggling to decide how much extra credit I want to give him because of the way the track was playing, as you mentioned, but he ran well in there regardless.
He did beat a couple of next out winners in that race. The runner-up Gould's Gold then also came back to run second in the Ohio Derby with a 90 buyer. And perhaps just sort of an underrated angle is he's done it without Lasix, where some of the shorter priced horses have yet to race without it. The 3 is Catire Vizcaya. This horse ran pretty well last time out when entered for the $75,000 claiming option at Parks. He is the gray. He got wired in this race, in a race that didn't have a lot of pace, but he's right on top of the pace setter at the 8th pole, and he just can't seal the deal.
He's got no excuse here as the favorite. He's just not good enough. He's going to settle for second best. We talked about the pace scenario earlier, Dan, and this horse in his last 2 starts, he has been right up close, but neither of those were fast paces. We'll see how aggressive they decide to get here. He's a huge price no matter what. He's hard to make in here, but maybe he can play a part in this race early.
The 4 Timeout is a Claiborne Dilschneider homebred trained by the great Bill Mott. He's by Curlin, and he's slowly improved, I believe, with each and every start. Blinkers put him over the top in this race, going a mile and an eighth last time out. This is his first time around 2 turns, and Timeout's just going to swing around these horses and grind it out. What I like about this horse is he seems like a true stayer.
Yeah, that's what I like about him too. I mean, that's what his pedigree suggests anyway. I mean, he's a Curlin. It's all distance on the bottom. He was really green first time out, Dan. He did a little better at the 1-turn mile second out. Put it all together here. He stayed way closer to the pace. He was wide around the track. It didn't matter. And that's a decent horse. I mean, Military Road, he keeps losing. He keeps landing in the toughest maiden special weight races they run. He ran another one at Saratoga last week, and he couldn't get the job done, but I think he ran another buyer right around 90. That's a pretty good horse. The timeout ran down last time. This horse is getting better with every start.
Well, trainer Kenny McPeak's Kentucky Derby winner Mystic Dan won't be competing in the Travers this year. It'll be interesting to see what he does with Torpedo Anna after this weekend's Coaching Club American Oaks. But if those two don't run in the Travers, maybe Elephant's Ear or Django. The 5 and the 6 are the ones. Elephant's Ear comes off a win at 1.125 at Churchill Downs. He was 47-1 that day.
I mean, a huge upset last time, but he got a figure that suggests that he can go with these horses, Dan. He also won around 2 turns in his second career start. I mean, his first 2 starts were good. I don't know, how much you want to put in the races 2 and 3 starts back, but he's hitting his mind frame with no pace to run at on Derby Day. And then he gets wired in his next start as well. Took a nice step forward last time, Dan. That race gives him a chance. He's a price in here.
And as for Django, while he wanted a much shorter price last time out, he did it in his 10th lifetime start in 1.125 race where it looked like he got the right pace set up. He didn't really break very well that day, but he was game to win. I think this is a tougher spot.
I agree. And he's just one of those horses. It's harder to project more improvement for this horse. We've already seen him so many times, and he's never run a race that's fast enough to beat this field.
And before we take a look at our top selections, please click the subscribe button on the Daily Racing Form YouTube channel for the latest DRF videos. Top pick time, race 3 at the Spa on Friday, potentially a prep for the Travers. Timeout, Mike, for Bill Mott. Looks like he's going to stay. Beautiful pedigree. He's hoping Unmatched Wisdom gets a little bit of company up front.
Yeah, this is so far anyway. This has not been a main track at Saratoga that you want to be trying to make up a lot of ground on. We'll see if that changes as time goes on. Unmatched Wisdom's the horse to beat, Dan, but I don't like the price on him, and I don't like the field that he beat last time. So I want to take a shot against this horse if that morning line holds. I like Timeout.
Yeah, we're going to learn a lot more about Unmatched Wisdom in this spot. It's a big step up in class, but I do like that Chad is sort of being very gradual with his stepping up the ladder with Unmatched Wisdom. And if he gets to the lead and backs down the fractions, he'll be tough, obviously, at his short price. 4125 for Mike, 1425 for me. It's the Curlin at the Spa on Friday. Good luck.